Yeah, just a few of the things awaiting you in Fairbanks, Alaska. Our travel enthusiast Dana Rebmann joins me this morning, and Fairbanks looks like a lot of fun just from what little we've seen there.
We've got a little bit of everything there,
we sure do, yeah.
Everybody's expectations when you plan a trip to Alaska are a little different. Somewhat scenery, somewhat wildlife.
Right.
Fairbanks has just a whole lot of surprises waiting for you. And it's easier than ever this summer because now we've got a new nonstop straight flight from SFO to Fairbanks on United.
Oh, great.
So let's go. Let's just go. Our first stop, let's go on a river cruise.
Wow,
okay,
beautiful.
it caught me by such surprise in Alaska. Summer is about getting outside in Fairbanks, okay?
Yeah.
And this is a great way to do it.
It sure is.
You get the scenery, you get seaplanes taking off, and you know, air travel is such an important part of life in Alaska because there are
really
places you can't get to with a car.
A lot of people consider these taxis.
Absolutely.
Right.
And you know, it's just fun to be able to watch them come and go. The cruise takes you by, this is the dog kennels of the former four-time Iditarod champion Susan Butcher. So you get to kind of see what a day in the life is like for these incredible racers. They put on a little bit of it. Look at all of those dogs that are really, really excited. You can't quite hear them, but you kind of get a feel for what Fairbanks is, for the variety of the landscape and the things that they do.
They're moving very fast.
They're moving quite fast.
This is a training session,
This
right?
is a training session, absolutely. So it's a good way to get a sneak peek at what goes on in a day in the life.
Yeah.
Now, if you're willing to get your hands a little dirty, let's go gold panning.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so much harder than it looks. So patience is what
This is not like a theme park gold panning, is it?
This is not. So patience is the key here. But it's one of those things, I actually found some. You get a rhythm, and once you get that rhythm, you'd be surprised. You know, I got a few, see, look at there.
I don't know if you can see it, but we have some gold little flakes here that you actually panned.
You know, go figure. So if I can do it, anyone can do it, is the moral to the story. After you're done, they kind of clean, this is that same gold you're holding in your hand, they kind of clean it up and polish it, so you leave with a sense of accomplishment.
Look what I did today.
Look what I did today. And now that you've got kind of that gold rush feeling going, let's go for a walk.
Okay,
because you've got energy. But in Fairbanks, you don't walk alone, you walk with reindeer. Yes,
is that what that is? That's a reindeer.
That is a reindeer.
You're strolling with a reindeer.
You're strolling with a reindeer. This is running Reindeer Ranch, where you go out for strolls with reindeer. Because it's kind of kind of like walking a dog, kind of being the key. A little more gee whiz factor there,
definitely.
maybe.
Oh, what a beautiful shot that is.
They are just kind of love bugs to a degree. They come running, they do some, not barking, but they make some noise. Stopping to eat along the way is part of how this works.
They don't mind humans at all.
They don't mind humans at all. Truthfully, depending on the mood they're in, one may be walking on a leash with the gal in the front, one may not. And then they all just kind of follow along. You know, changing scenery, I guess, who knows. But they're just a whole heck of a lot of fun.
It sure looks like it.
They have that kind of puppy-esque temperament. You can pet them. They may come up next to you, want their head scratched, that kind of thing. Just an enjoyable...
So completely domesticated, it looks like.
Completely domesticated.
It looks like fun.
It looks like fun.
Yeah.
Okay, car buffs. I've got something for you, too.
Okay.
The Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum. Now,
look at that.
I'm not a car buff, and I'm not really a museum person. I'm going to say it. This really caught my eye. Nearly 100 rare automobiles, all produced prior to World War II. So we've got a time frame here. They have a vintage video collection along with the cars. Does this look familiar?
This looks like Market Street.
It is indeed. Shot just a few days in 1906 before the earthquake. Before the quake. Probably about 7 minutes in length. I probably watched it 3 or 4 times.
Oh, I bet.
So, you know, you never know what gems you're going to discover when you travel, and this is kind of a perfect example. So in between the cars, I sat down and took this in.
Oh, what fun.
And they kind of laughed at me. They're like, I'm like, this is home. This is very interesting to me. So a good thing to kind of put on your list if you're a car buff or not.
Yeah.
And Fairbanks is really unique from May 17th to July 27th, 24 hours of sunshine.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's just different. But it's also a great place for Northern Lights viewing.
It sure is.
So from August
amazing.
21st to April 21st, this is what you can see if you stay up late and look to the skies. Now, so these are shots that I took in early September. So it doesn't have to be the dead of winter. I guess that's my point.
It's good to know.
It's a great thing to know. no special camera. A lot of these were shot on my phone. There's a spot up there called Borealis Base Camp, that little white dome. You can watch in bed if you want to.
Dana, you saw this in person. What's that like?
It's absolutely phenomenal, and it is one of those things, if you are not the type of person who finds you can stay up late, you will be up all night. Because
I bet you will.
It is constantly changing, constantly moving. The colors are phenomenal.
What a great show.
It's incredible.
Yeah. It's all part of Fairbanks.
Worth the trip, absolutely.
All right, Dana, thank you. We'll be right back.